Hello everyone, my name is Reiki Master Sharon, and today I am doing a new moon reading for the new moon in Taurus. And I just wanted to come on here and see what we have coming through. I did do kind of like a pre-reading to see what was coming through with the energy for our collective today. And there's a couple things that I'd like to read from the guidebook so that you can get a better understanding of the message that's really coming through from Spirit. So the first card to come through was the Angel Raspar from the Rumi deck. And the guidebook says, "Tell me the truth, I asked love. What are you?" "I am the everlasting life," love said. "I am the reoccurring joy of living." Rumi. The Master speaks of a den of riches where many precious jewels can be found. In abundance they lie, patient and yet ready to be claimed. "Go scoop them up," urges the Master. The devoted ones look but cannot see. "What are these precious jewels?" they cry, "for we cannot find them anywhere." The Master gazes lovingly at the devoted ones and responds kindly, "In service, my beloveds, you shall find the jewels through service. For what is the soul but the finest and most precious of heavenly jewels? What is service but the scooping up of the soul, that it does not lie lost, nor unclaimed, but instead honored for all its precious worth and beauty, tended to until it becomes vibrant as a flawless ruby, radiant with the joy of living." So I think this is a very beautiful message that we have coming through from Spirit here about how our service to one another really helps us to have a fulfilling life. Because when we aim to become a giver like the Creator, then we're asking to be filled from the Creator to overflow and be abundant for the people that we love around us. And the next one that we have here is spiritual practice. Is structure and routine. So the guidebook says, "You are reminded of the importance of taking time to pause and connect with your higher self and your core beliefs. A time to sort through mental clutter and noise and come back to a state of inner peace. Without a regular spiritual practice, life becomes more frantic, unfocused, and harder than it needs to be. Meditation is also best done not squeezed into an expectation of what you want or think it should be, but rather a gradual unfolding of what it could be, which will change and flow accordingly. Having the space to listen and to be open to what arises is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. We surrender our will unto thy will and become at one with the greater universe and God. Anything done with intention is highlighted today. It could be via lighting a candle to remember a loved one, painting a mandala, doing a good deed to help another, observing silence, taking a mindful walk where every sense is alive to what wishes to be shown, or taking time to count your blessings and thank God for all you have. You may find it helpful to use tools to help still your mind, deepening your patience. These may include crystals, aromatherapy oils, prayer books, healing tinctures, incense, and more. So I do think that at this time, Spirit is really calling us to quiet our minds from the chaos and really get into a space to where we can hear the messages that are coming through for us from the divine. And if you don't have a spiritual routine or practice that you practice in your everyday life, it can be very helpful in really giving you a sense of peace in a world that is sometimes filled with a lot of chaos. So we also have rejection is redirection, let it be, and compassion. So I think this is really just calling us to find that flow state again with the divine, or stay in it if you are already in a flow state. But also to, allow things to come and go from your life as they need to. And don't be rigid in your thoughts of what needs to come and what needs to stay and what needs to go. So today I'm going to do our reading a little differently. I'm going to start with the crown chakra and go down to the root chakra, but I'm going to just do the feminine and the masculine side by side today. So for the crown chakra, I would like to start with the masculine energy. Spirit, what do we need to know for the crown chakra of the masculines at this time? Transmute. Princess of Discs. So the feeling that I'm getting from this card is that the Creator really wants you to find a stillness and silence and realize that there are different paths that you can go on. You can leave yourself in a desolate desert if you choose to, or you can have abundance of growth. But the key is in your hands. And you have the power to transmute these things in your life. I also got a message that I was listening to this Neville Goddard lecture the other day, and it was talking about how Christ is resurrected in the skull, and the crown chakra is also located in the skull. And I think this is really a call to the masculines to be open to that flow of divine energy through your crown chakra at this time with intention. Just and find a place where you can be quiet and really focus on drawing that light in to your crown chakra from the Creator if you're open to it. Because I do feel like this is a call that Spirit is really asking for you to be open to that flow. So, what do we have for the crown chakra of the feminines at this time? We have for the crown chakra of the feminines. Okay. The Fool, free will, fresh start, impulsive. For the feminines, I feel like you guys are kind of coming into a whole new energy. You are really starting off as a fool on a next level, and I think that Spirit is really highlighting this with this card. So what do we have for the third eye of the masculines? Purpose, Three of Wands. So what I'm getting from this card is that there's a purpose that you guys are here to do. And I feel a lot of fire off of this card. And I think what's really coming through is that the divine wants you to know that you have a divine purpose. And they're really urging you to be open to what that purpose is. And see if we can get another card for that. What is this purpose? What do the masculines need to know about this purpose? The truth. Speak your truth. So what I'm hearing is that when you speak your truth and you are authentically living your life, your purpose is going to become more clear because it's going to clear out all of the noise from your life. When you are living authentically and speaking your truth, then you may be scared that things are going to fall away, but the things that fall away are things that need to fall away so that you can see your path. Okay, so what do we have for the third eye chakra of the feminines? Hanged Man. Sacrifice and surrender and action and thought, escapism and fantasy. So what I'm really hearing from this card is that there may have been a time recently where you were really kind of stuck in inaction. What else do we have for the third eye chakra? What was the purpose of this inaction? I think you were just meant to really get a deeper knowing of the divine and surrender to divine timing and really let some of your lessons kind of shine through. We have Knight of Pentacles, practical endeavors, long-term plans, responsible and reliable. Ace of Cups, pure love, miracles from God, spiritual awakening. So yeah, I do feel like this time was just set aside for you to become closer with the Creator and into your flow state. You've really shown that you are reliable and responsible, and this is bringing in some really long-term changes into your life. And it's beautiful. So what do we have for the throat chakra of the masculines at this time? We have for the throat chakra of the masculines. Oh, that didn't want to come out quite. All right. King of Cups, responsive. Six of Discs, generosity. So I feel like masculines right now, you have a lot of love and emotions in your cup, and you have so much to give. And you may be a little stubborn in sharing that because I really feel the Taurus energy coming through here with the bull. And I think Spirit right now is just telling you that it's safe to be generous with your gifts and to be responsive and to, speak your truth as you need to and share your emotions and be open and allow things to flow in your life, because I see all this water here and I feel like it's almost like a dam of emotions that's just about to break. And you've been holding back so many feelings and so many thoughts for so long out of fear of not being understood or accepted, or it's like I feel a fear of abandonment coming through here. Is you're afraid that if you truly express who you are and what you're feeling, that people will leave you. And I'm going to reiterate that your truth needs to be spoke, and your emotions deserve to be heard and expressed in a healthy way. And the people who are meant to love you are going to show up for you, and they're going to be there for you. So, what do we have for the throat chakra of the feminines? That was quick. Page of Wands, risk taker, ambitious visions, spontaneous endeavors. So I really do feel that the feminines at this time are really answering that call to service. I feel like you guys are very open to when you feel like you can have compassion for somebody, that you're giving it. If you feel like somebody needs food, you're willing to share what you have. If you feel like there's something or a service that you can provide for someone, then you're willing to do it. And I think that, you're also very ambitious with your vision, and you're really going to be rewarded for this, is what I'm hearing. Because it takes risks to make things happen. You can't just never take risks and expect to have the life that you want. Sometimes it takes being vulnerable. Sometimes it takes doing things that you haven't done before, or other people in your family even haven't done before. But in taking those risks, you will be rewarded. And as the pre-shuffle kind of showed you guys, rejection is redirection. If one door closes, another door is going to open, and that door is going to be more aligned with you and your purpose and your calling. And we're all here to learn. So what's going on in the heart chakra of the masculines? What message do you have for the heart chakra of the masculines? Balance, justice. I feel like something is coming into balance for you guys. And maybe it's a balance of your masculine and feminine energies. Maybe it's something where you've always been the one to be the giver, and that's actually, Spirit is lining you up with people in your life that are willing to reciprocate with you in that. Strength, passion. Feel a lot of passion in your heart. It's a very warm feeling. Very warm, passionate feelings. And you deserve those to be expressed, and you deserve those to be reciprocated. All right. So what's coming through for the heart chakra of the feminine? 7 of Swords. Deceit, lies, untrustworthy. Tell me more about this energy in the heart chakra. 7 of Wands. Bravery, courage, overcoming obstacles, stand your ground. So what I have coming through here, how I'm reading this, is that the feminines, you have a lot of bravery and courage, and you don't have any trouble calling out deceit or lies that you see coming towards you. And you may have in the past. You may have just kind of swept it under the rug before, but I really see you standing your ground, and it's allowing you to overcome these obstacles, because when this comes towards you, you have the high ground, and you've learned to love yourself enough to say something when you notice it. And that has really opened new doors for you, because your inner child is now feeling safe with you, because you're willing to love yourself enough to not allow people to do this and just suck it up for the sake of keeping them in your life, because you've become so much more stronger now within yourself. And that's beautiful. Thank you. So, what do we have coming through for the solar plexus of the masculines at this time? And as I'm, okay, well, let's see what's coming through here. We have Six of Swords, collapse. I need another clarifying card for this. And tell me more about this collapse. What's collapsing? Okay. Wheel of Flow, Fortune, Courage, Seven of Wands. So you got a Seven of Wands too. You're stepping up and fighting and going into the flow, and your old timeline is collapsing. Yeah, there's a timeline here that's collapsing because you found courage. And this is bringing you closer to your flow state. That's awesome. And one thing before I move on, I just wanted to speak on the Strength card, because a lot of times the Strength card, the girl is helping the wounded lion, and she just has so much compassion for the lion, and it allows him to heal. I feel like, masculines, you really have noticed that the compassion that you're receiving from people in your life is really starting to heal your heart. And I feel you have a lot of love and passion and compassion for that person as well, or those people. So what do we have for the solar plexus of the feminines? Coming through for the solar plexus of the feminines. What do we need to know about the solar plexus? Five of Swords. Aggression in battles, control and dominance. I need a clarifying card for this one. Knight of Wands. Reverse. So what I get coming through here is that, feminines, you've really gotten to a point in your life where you're not as scared of conflict. And you've really gotten to a point where you've been able to know when someone is coming to you and they're not coming correctly. And I feel like you're just getting to this point where you are not tolerating any situation where there is manipulation and control. You're over the codependent dynamics. You're done with the player energies. You're not that naive little girl anymore. And I really do see this as you just kind of standing your ground against these energies. And it's almost effortlessly. It's like you almost, I feel like other people may feel a sense of conflict, but you are so protected right now that it doesn't even feel like a conflict to you. It's just kind of like you speak your truth and you move forward. And some other people may see that as aggressive, but it's just you being self-honoring. So that's good. What do we have for the sacral chakra of the masculines at this time? What's going on in the sacral chakra? Ooh. Healing. 4 swords. There's a lot of healing. And you have another card for me? What do you want to say about this healing? What do we need to know about the healing of the sacral chakra? Analytical King of Swords. So I'm really getting the same message from this. You're healing, and that's bringing you into an energy to where you can really speak your truth with people and cut some things out of your life that don't need to be there anymore. Good job. So what do we have for the sacral chakra of the feminines? 2 of Wands. Bold, ambitious, calculated risk, careful planning, and the Moon. Illusion, subconscious, hidden truth. Yes, I feel like, feminines, you're really in this energy of being very responsible and careful in your planning. And this may also be that other people can't really pinpoint like what your next move is going to be. You're not as predictable as some people may be, but you're very bold and you're taking risks, but they are ones that are grounded in responsibility and highly protected by spirit. So what do we have for the last chakra of the masculines? What do we have for the root chakra? Resurrection. Evolution. Well, that's good. We have another card for this resurrection that the masculines are having in their 3D world. Here we go. 8 of Discs. Diligence. I really feel that Spirit is really urging the masculines at this time to put in the work. Plant your seeds in your garden of the things that you want to sprout and the things that you want to come into fruition, because Spirit is really protecting you and supporting you at this time in your evolution. You always have a free will choice to decide not to, but I do feel a lot of blessings coming from doing that. I see a lot of peace coming from putting in the work and doing that inner healing and really rising up and having that courage and speaking your truth and living in your true authenticity. So what do we have for the root chakra of the feminines at this time? The sun, joyfulness, vitality, and optimism, prosperity. So I feel like as you're coming out of this hanged man energy and this time of separation to really ground yourself in spirit, you're coming into a lot of happiness and a lot of inner peace and knowing who you truly are. So I think that's beautiful. Do you have, and I also see the Lover's card here, divine union, partnership, intellectual energy. So I feel like maybe that might be something that is possible in this energy underneath the surface. So yeah, that's what I have for your reading today, guys. Thank you for staying with me this long. If you like this message, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'd love to see you next time.